Please remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance, led by Katherine, Daleke, Student Government Association President.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Katie. I would like us to take a moment of silence at this time in remembrance and gratitude for these young people here today celebrating a milestone in their lives. Please pause with me. Thank you. You may be seated. Welcome, friends, family, class of 2023 graduates. We're so thrilled to have you here today. We are excited to have Dr. Donna Boone, who is the Chief Academic Officer of the Mississippi Department of Education. She provides oversight to the Mississippi School of the Arts as well as the other 3 special schools in the state of Mississippi. Please welcome Dr. Boone.
Good afternoon, and I am Donna Boone, and I serve as the Deputy State Superintendent Chief Academic Officer, and I bring greetings and congratulations to you from the Mississippi Department of Education. It is my distinct honor, pleasure to be with you here today. As a previous local school superintendent, this is one of my favorite times of the year, so I feel privileged to be with you today. As I look out on these smiling faces this afternoon, I see many young people who have worked diligently during their high school years to get to this place today in their lives. I also see just as many smiling faces on parents today as we're here today. Peter Pan said, "The moment you doubt whether or not you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it." So I say to the Mississippi School of Arts class of 2023, don't limit yourselves and don't doubt your abilities to accomplish all of your goals and dreams. When you have confidence and you believe in yourself, there's nothing you can't do. So reach for the stars and never stop dreaming. Congratulations.
Thank you to our friends and family who are here today to celebrate commencement with the extraordinary group of students in front of me. We appreciate all of you being here today and supporting not only them today, but in all of the years that have led to this moment. Today marks the end of one small part of your journey in this life. And the past 2 years have been quite the roller coaster of emotions and fear, excitement, and creativity, but you are here and you have done it. It is time for us to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to give you the possibility to create and imagine and realize a world that you want to live in as an adult. As I told you back in August, MSA passes the light of education to you. Webster's dictionary defines light in many ways. One of them says light is something that makes vision possible. And to me, education makes vision possible as well. Class of 2023, you are expected to move forward through your next phase of your journey, not only with vision, but with responsibility. Be the light in the darkness. You walked into the Student Life Center in August of 2021 with determination and a vision for your experience here. We were still dealing with a pandemic and uncertainty, and through your efforts, perseverance, flexibility, kindness, and a whole lot of grace, you've given all of us at MSA more than you'll ever know. It's my hope that we've given you something to make your vision possible too. Make no mistake, your success to us means that you found your own happiness, your contentment, and your fulfillment. MSA is fortunate to be on a historic campus of Whitworth College, and we are so grateful to live and work in this special place. You might have heard the bell ringing quite a few times before we made it into this building today. It is a historic campus, and the bell is original to campus, and we mark the beginning of school at the candlelight dinner and the last day of school to close out our year by ringing that bell. You also heard the bell that was rung by Mrs. Peagler on our way in today, and that is an original bell that was used during Whitworth College days. I would like to now ask our valedictorian, Katherine Elizabeth Daleke, to come forward and light the candle of knowledge for the class of 2023. Our salutatorian, Locklyn Wilchynski, and the valedictorian will then light the pillar candles in the center of stage. The top one is the light of knowledge, and the 6 on each side represent the arts disciplines here at MSA: dance, literary, media, theater, visual, and vocal. Now please welcome our salutatorian, Locklyn Wilchynski, followed by our valedictorian, Katherine Elizabeth Daleke.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and staff. I feel so honored to be standing in front of you all today as the salutatorian of Mississippi School of the Arts, class of 2023. What a long, strange trip it's been. When I got the news about my standing, I immediately began looking for a quote to start off my speech. And if you know me, which most of you guys do, then you know that I love a good movie. So I found one from A League of Their Own. It goes, "It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great." Every single one of you, my fellow graduates, have the potential to be great. However, greatness comes hand in hand with struggles and obstacles. It's the perseverance, the integrity, the uniqueness, and the compassion that make you greater than your struggles. What better way is there to live than to overcome? This will define who you are and what you stand for. Stand for something. Stand for yourself and the things that you care about. The world will always need more people who care. The time we have spent here is precious. This might feel like a goodbye, and in some ways it is. It's a goodbye to who we were before, but not to each other. We will carry pieces of each other into the world, and others will carry those pieces to others. We will Never forget lessons learned, but don't let yourself be restricted by comfort. Put yourself into positions you haven't or wouldn't have thought of before. Let yourself become a selective yes person. Embrace spontaneity. Buy those concert tickets, go see that movie, and try out that new restaurant. You never know what might change your life. You might even find yourself out there. To end off my speech, I want to thank my friends who have given me so much happiness these past 2 years, my family who have supported me through all of my endeavors, and the staff who have facilitated an atmosphere that helped me grow into the person that I am today. I appreciate and love every single one of you. And to the class of 2023, my wish for you is that whatever path you choose, no matter how hard it may seem, that you'll always strive for greatness.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so good afternoon, parents, family, friends, faculty, mentors, and most importantly, MSA's graduating class of 2023. My name is Daleke, and I have a few words to share with you all today. I'm really nervous, so try to go easy on me. Today marks the end and beginning of an important chapter of our lives. We now are Mississippi School of the Arts graduates. Our class comes together in this moment to celebrate our victories, triumphs, achievements, both individually as a school as we head towards our futures. I know that the road to get here has not been easy for most of us, and I'm so proud that we all made it here today. Throughout these last 2 years, we have experienced laughter, joy, friendship, school spirit, and hard work, and have pursued our work as artists while attending this institution together. Every student here at MSA has their own unique story of how they got here, but today I would like to share my story with you. It all started in December of 2020 when my mom saw on Facebook that MSA was holding auditions for an upcoming school year. My mom and I talked about it all night long, and once we have our sights set on something, it's kind of hard for us to let go of. So in January, we took a tour of MSA's campus, and I knew that this was the place for me. I wanted more than anything else to attend this school and thought that there was no way I would get in, but I just kept hoping that somehow I would be accepted. So I auditioned and a few months went by, but still we had no word from MSA. My dad grew so impatient that he called the school and found out the news that I had been waiting for. I got in. I was accepted to both MSA's visual and vocal arts programs, and I was so incredibly happy that I got into the school I had been dreaming of attending for the past few months. But after the initial joy came the fear. I instantly became terrified of what I was about to do. I honestly thought that I would drop out of MSA after a few months because I wouldn't be able to handle such a drastic change in my life. The thing is, I got here and I loved every part of this school. The students and staff became like family to me, and I thrived where I thought I would fail. I have enjoyed every second of being a visual artist here at MSA, and I especially want to thank Mr. Calvert and Ms. Johnson for always encouraging me and my fellow visuals to do our best. I am so grateful that my parents believed in me enough to send me here, and I made the decision to stay. Sorry, give me a second, or else I wouldn't be standing here today. I can never repay this school for what it has given me. It has given me friends and a place where I belonged. Give me a second. This place has given me an opportunity to no longer have to hide who I am. And I know many of us have struggled with that. And I know that a lot of us have found that same place here. And we have been able to grow a lot as people since attending this school for 2 years. And without this school, I would never have met any of the amazing people that I can now call my friends. In the weeks since we all left MSA, I have found myself saying, what now? It doesn't seem real that this chapter of our lives is coming to a close. Many of us are probably terrified of the next steps we will take in life, but I know that with the support and love of our friends and families and fellow graduates, that we will make some of these next parts of our lives the best yet. These past 2 years have given us so many amazing memories, and that is truly a wonderful gift. We will all benefit from what we have learned here. What is taught at MSA is not something that we graduates could have ever received anywhere else. We have learned to work and live together through our many differences. We have learned the importance of camaraderie. We have pushed ourselves to the limits with our various art forms, and we have done things that we did not think were possible. The friendships that we made here will last a lifetime. We have lived here together, learning, growing, and leaning on each other for support whenever we needed it. We support each other here, and I hope that we can continue to provide that same encouragement and support for each other in our future endeavors. When we leave here today, I hope you all celebrate everything that you have accomplished. And to any underclassmen who have joined us here today, please take advantage for your time you have here because it goes by so fast. Thank you all for listening to my very long-winded speech, and I'm sorry for the tears. I can't wait to see the incredible things that you all go on and achieve in life. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you. Both of you just gave us such sincere, heartfelt thoughts, and we really appreciate you being willing to do that. MSA has become commonplace for us to invite practicing artists who have graduated from here to come back and share their experiences with our students. This past fall, Briar Blakley came to our campus to offer words of encouragement, a performance, and some master classes with her classmate, Jeanne Hobson. Briar Blakley is a singer and songwriter and a producer, and an MSA 2012 vocal music graduate. She attended MSA in 2010 to study and grow in an environment conducive to enhancing her performance skill set. And with this set of skills, Briar furthered her career in 2015 as a top 20 finalist on the season 8 of NBC's The Voice in her national debut as part of Team Pharrell. After high school, she continued her education at the University of Southern Mississippi, earning a Bachelor's of Arts degree in broadcast journalism. She recently received a master's degree in mass communication, digital media strategies from Georgia State University. As an artist and an activist for social justice, Briar supports and actively works towards community-based economic development and amplifying historically underserved farmers across the rural South. All of her music, including her latest album, Retro Future Volume 1, and self-written single, Waited, is available on Spotify and other streaming platforms. She's released musical projects and a documentary titled The Enlightenment. She is a lifelong performer as a vocalist and pianist from her church choir as a young girl to most recently at the Essence Festival in New Orleans. She is headed to Los Angeles soon to try her hand at this industry full-time, and we're excited to say we knew her when. Please welcome Briar Blakley.
Thank you. I'm going to bring this a little closer, so I'm not sure if you can hear me okay, if I can. Good day, everyone, and it is my absolute honor to be here with you all today. And to the graduates, this is such an amazing accomplishment, and I've had a chance to meet many of you and just to learn your bright and beautiful spirits, and it has truly been a pleasure. And also thank you to the administrators, Dr. Hirsch, and my old teacher, Mr. Pat. Thank you so much for having me here today. I am not entangled in shaping my work according to other people's views of how I should have done it. And those are the words of the legendary novelist Toni Morrison. And as I look at each of you, I see myself, and I often think back to this exact moment, and I think about what if I had a redo to sort of shape my path? What would I do? What would my journey look like? As if we have ultimate and complete control, right? But what I'm talking about are choices that you can make to shape your path in life. And I want to call out a few adjectives and phrases. Surprising, challenging, beautiful, scary, shaky. life-changing, invigorating, full of ups and downs, cathartic, cultured, adaptive, transformative. And I reached out to a few of my fellow alums, and they've all been exactly where you are today. And those were the words and phrases that they used to describe their journey. All of those things, since graduating from MSA to where they are now. And now I want you to imagine that there's a mirror in front of you. And could you honestly imagine anybody else staring back? I mean, for me, that would be frightening. I'd probably run up out of my seat, and maybe that wasn't the best analogy. But what I'm trying to poetically say is that you are the only you. And so your journey is going to be about you and whatever you desire and what you make it. So I want to start by sharing a little bit about my own personal journey, because my path resembles a heartbeat. And one thing about heartbeats, that obviously means you're alive, and it's up and down. It's never flat, right? And so experiencing the ebbs and flows, my journey has had its twists and turns, and it has been anything but linear. In my youth, I was raised to sing, and I was a very, very shy kid, believe it or not. And I dealt with what I now am able to recognize as anxiety. And so singing in front of intimate crowds, where I knew my mom would be there watching, expecting nothing but the best, so talk about pressure. And then you factor in school. As a growing teen, trying to figure out my way, longing for a different experience that would cater to my interest and what I love. So there were hardships. And that's when my parents recommended MSA. And so when I got here, it was a completely different world than what I was used to. I was challenged to reach for more, and I was able to develop additional skills and meet new people that helped prepare me for every single thing that I would face from there and after. In 2015, I was supposed to go with a friend who also attended here. We were going to audition for The Voice, and he ended up backing out. So I ended up going alone, and I was extremely nervous. Fast forward, I made it through 5 auditions, and I made it as a top 20 finalist. And it wasn't until after that show I knew what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to create and sing my own music. I discovered my love for electronic music. And after the show, I released an album. I graduated college. I worked in news. I became a waitress. I worked at Forever 21. I moved to New York, and I worked a very demanding job at a charter school where I barely made enough to pay my rent. So the struggle was absolutely real. And I moved to Atlanta. I worked there for a little bit, and I ended up getting a master's degree because I was so scared that I wouldn't find a job and the music thing wouldn't work out. All that to say, fast forward to today, I'm pursuing music full-time now, as if there's no doubt in the world. It blows my mind how things come full circle. And here I am, 28 years old, and I've now realized my passion about music, how passionate I am about music, the good and the bad, because it's not always a walk in the park, especially when there are days where I'm just completely uninspired and unmotivated. I say that to say passion and self-discovery will always bring you back to the path destined for you. So how do we go about finding and shaping our individual paths, at least to the best of our ability, and based on the things that we can control, based on choices that we can make right now? And I like to think of it as creating a song or writing a song, which happens to be something that I enjoy a lot. And the first step is deciding direction. And for music, it's deciding what you want to feel and what you want maybe other people to experience when they listen to your music. And so you take that same approach with life. What do you want out of life? Assuming that we all want to have the best quality of life, it begins with the choices that you're making now. And then you're building the skeleton. Does your path or the things you want in life follow the traditional structure? I know with music, it's verse, and then there's a chorus, and then there's another verse. So that's like sort of the traditional path, right? But in the creative field, sometimes we have to deviate, or it looks very non-traditional, and that's okay. Knowing that you may not 100% have it all figured out, but it serves you well to put forth as much energy and preparation in whatever you decide to do in that moment, even if it's just for that moment. Go full throttle. Building the foundation for success and defying the odds, which brings me to my final point. Completion. What is completion for you? What does it mean to complete your song? And for some, that means landing a great job. For others, that means finally figuring out what you're passionate about, like me, or landing that role in the local play, writing your first script or film. And the truth is, you never stop evolving and growing. You're always learning your path, even as you're on it. So as you aim higher, no matter how big or small those goals are, you dedicate as much of you to your passion as possible. And in closing, while we do deserve and have the right to acknowledge our challenges, whether it be academic, personal challenges, family-related challenges, or any adversity in life, the reality is you're going to be challenged. And it's a choice to continue to push forward and defy those odds. And unfortunately, the world is not always going to have the same amount of grace that we should have for ourselves. And if that feels daunting to you, I get it. However, I do have the most amazing news. You can absolutely do it. You can make it. The version that is happier and more fulfilled, be that version of you. And I don't really do regrets anymore because, that's something I've been working on. But I'm trying to be more present in life. But if I could go back to where you're sitting right now, I would make the choice to take advantage of every opportunity in college. If you choose college, I would take advantage of the opportunities to connect more, get involved more in the things that bring passion to my artistry. Be authentic to who you are and be committed to the journey. And I challenge you to do that today. And then there's one more really, really, really important thing. Congratulations to the class of 2023! And now I'm going to sing a song. All right. I haven't sweat that much in a while. But I really hope that this song will be an inspiration to you as you take on your next chapter in life. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will try them on, 'cause I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, and just like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay them down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I'll be there to comfort you, and I'll take your part. Oh, when you need a friend and pain is all around, and just like a bridge over I will lay them down. Don't trouble the waters anymore. Why don't you let it be? 'Cause still waters run deep. Yes, they do. Oh, yes. Don't trouble the waters anymore. Why don't you let it be? 'Cause still waters run deep. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, and just like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay them down, and just like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay them down. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Briar. That was beautiful. All right, I know we're ready to get to this, right? We're ready to walk on the stage. We're so proud to have our school represented by this distinguished group of graduates in front of us. And every year I hear words spoken by our students about what their experience has been for them. The ups and downs always end with a nostalgic look back on their growth, not only as artists, but as human beings. You've all heard reflections from our valedictorian, our salutatorian, that mirror so much of what we have heard over these years. And as the years go by, when you all leave here, we hope that you will realize the lessons learned, responsibilities shared, and relationships established all impact us in some way. For good or for bad, we are changed by our experiences. And maybe MSA will be one of those that has changed you for the better. I hope you've all made friends that will last a lifetime, regardless of what ends of the earth you may travel, and I know that MSA staff are better for knowing all of you. As you walk out into the world and make choices for your life, it's important to know that we'll continue to watch you grow up on your own and hope that what you've learned here will serve you well. Continuing our tradition of excellence, 100% of the seniors this year are graduating and are committed to higher education. 40% of the students today have a GPA of a 3.75 or higher. And as of today, the total scholarship dollars for 96% of the students reporting is $7,782,417. So before we get to why you're all here, I wish to share the words of Gandhi, to be the change you wish to see in the world. I'm so proud of each of you for the growth that I have witnessed, and I hope you'll keep rising up to leave everywhere better than you found it. I would like to ask Mrs. Peagler, our MSA principal, to come forward and confer your graduation status.
Dr. Boone, Dr. Hirsch, distinguished guests, parents, and the Mississippi School of the Arts faculty and I certify that the students of the class of 2023 have fulfilled the requirements for high school graduation set forth by the State Board of Education. At this time, on behalf of the State Board of Education and the State Superintendent, I hereby declare that these students are graduates of the Mississippi School of the Arts and are entitled to all the rights and privileges thereof.
Seniors, will you please rise row by row so as not to block the sight of our audience? And as our graduates begin to approach the stage, you'll notice in addition to their caps and gowns, they're wearing medals or silk cords that denote the various accomplishments. Mississippi scholars are students who have completed a rigorous program of study specified by the Public Education Forum and the Mississippi Economic Council. And today, 46% of our graduates are Mississippi scholars, which is denoted by wearing a medal suspended on a ribbon. Arts ambassadors are wearing solid red cords. Mississippi blood donors who gave twice are also wearing solid red cords. Student Government Association is wearing blue cords. Dance Arts Honor Society is wearing a light blue, white, and white cord. Beta Club are wearing black and gold. Students have additional cords, pins, or stoles from their various personal accomplishments beyond MSA and the honors they've received. Our regular graduates are wearing black cords. Our honor graduates earned a 3.25 to a 3.749, are wearing solid silver designated in the program, and our special honor graduates earned a 3.75 and higher wearing gold. In the program, you'll also notice distinguished designations for academic and distinguished academic diplomas. The Mississippi Department of Education established diploma pathways to encourage students to pursue higher rigor, advanced placement, or dual credit courses, gain college readiness scores on the ACT, and sit for the advanced placement tests. These designations indicate students who accomplish those levels of achievement. And now we will begin our graduating class of 2023. Our valedictorian, Katherine Elizabeth Daleke. Salutatorian, Locklyn Day Wilchynski. Sabella Maria Aguilar. Genevieve Grace Arizaga. Jillian Grace Asa. Tatiana Caroline Baker. Cecil Kate Bolton. Jordan Jonnee Brown. Adele Kate Bryant. Caitlin Brooke Busby. Adair Elizabeth Carey. Peyton Ariana Cartwright. Carolina Grace Casisa. Alexander Velasco Cruz. Tirsa Diane Dearman. Morgan Riley Douglas. Elizabeth Carol Duggan. Mary Margaret Duggan. Mallory J. Duke. Ann Christian Evans. Natalie Adriana Fleming. Nisa Adaria Gilday. Joseph Michael Hanna. Audrey Marie Henderson. Taylor Omari Finger Heron. Cadence Elise Laird. Riley Brooke Langford. Erin Aletha Lockman. Keely Christine McCauley Schmidt. Bryce Stephen McCord. Matthew Scott McLean. Hunter Ethan Nix. Michael Worth Yeager Novinsky. I'm just trying to think about pictures. Ava Joy Payzant. Cameron Elise Roach. Amy Grace Robertson. Elizabeth Ann Smith. Caitlin Alexis Smith. Simone Khalees Smith. Emma Glenn Stapp. Jonathan Richard Tripp. Zoe Mae Walker. Madison Celeste Waters. Macy Rose Wilson. Abigail Elizabeth Young. So seniors, please stand. I give you the class of 2023. You may shift your tassels. All right, I'm going to ask our vocal music students to come forward. We are going to have a special music song by our vocal music students, and they're singing Omnia Soul, Let Your Heart Be Staid. The lyrics are fitting for today's event. I'm going to read them really quickly. Somewhere far from nowhere, I grew both tall and strong, longing to become, but knowing not the path at all. But the footprints of winter melted to fields of spring, one last embrace before I cross the threshold to life we sing. Oh, stay your soul and leave my heart its song. Oh, stay my hand, the journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be swayed, remember when and let your heart be stayed. The sun warms everything, even when I am far away. Love me faithfully and know that I am faithful. Thank you, vocals. Please stay there. As we begin to bring our event to a close, I want to recognize that MSA is very fortunate to have an alma mater written specifically for us. The founder of our literary arts program, Dr. Jeanne Lebow, wrote the lyrics, and Patton Rice, our vocal music teacher, composed the music. The alma mater is printed on the back of your program, and we would like to have everyone sing that with us. At the conclusion of that, we will begin the recessional and we will process out. Audience, please refrain from leaving your seats until all of us have exited the building, all the graduates. And then if you're able, we will wait for you to go out the side door here and go around so that we can get set up on the front steps so that they can throw their hats. But we will wait until we get everybody around to take pictures. And I just want to thank you all for sharing your students with us the last 2 years. I know it's hard to lose your children 2 years early, but we are so, so grateful that you were willing to let them do that. So let's sing our alma mater together, and then we will process out. Please stand.
As we work you.